All right, let's check the oil. Oil. It's got oil and it looks fresh. Let's check the upper. I did this off camera earlier and it was low. There was none coming out of the top. But there should be just a drizzle now. Yep, see that drip? That's perfect. And of course the crankcase oil drain plug is right there. All right, let's check oil in the transmission. Similar to the upper petcock of the crankcase oil. Crack that open and if oil drips out, you have enough. If no oil comes out, then you need to inspect a little further, perhaps add some. Alrighty. Well, there you have it. Completely full. All right. I'm going to check oil in the drive wheels here. I think this is supposed to be the filler plug and not the check plug. But we'll start here. Everything's all wet and shiny in there. Use the old redneck dipstick here. She's got gear oil. Looks pretty good too. Yeah, this is a filler plug. The check plug is somewhere else. I don't see it unless it's maybe on the inside tucked down in here. All right, good. I checked all the spark plugs off camera. And they've never been run. They're perfectly clean and unused. So everything the guy told me about this tractor so far is looking true. Let's check the coolant. So I know there's no visible coolant in the top of the radiator. Let's see if any comes out here. She's dry. Well, let's add some. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with the Ford Center, just fill it all with water, check for leaks, and then once I get it running and ensure that it's not leaking, doesn't require any other sort of repair, then we'll drain half of it and add antifreeze to the water. Manual says the water level is supposed to be about 3 inches below the top. Like the Fortsons, these are thermosiphon cooling systems. Operate the principle of convection. It's close enough for now. I see no leakage on the inside. See no leakage on the outside. But I do see leakage from these two manifold bolts. It's all good here. Yeah. Maybe they're just a little loose. I'm going to remove these two and see what's what. Yeah, I can feel the bolts real loose inside the head. So I removed these two bolts completely and chased the threads on the inside of the bolts. And I chased the threads on the outside too. You can see they're nice and shiny. Put some sealant on the bolts, put them back into the head, and re-torque the nuts back down on the manifold. So as much as I'd like to fill it up with water now and see if my repair worked, I gotta wait till the sealant sets up. So let's give it some time and we'll come back and check. I want to have a look at the valve train up here, so I want to take the valve cover off. And I also want to get access to the rest of the head bolts so I can retorque them. So in order to do that, I have to take the spark control linkage off. I like the height of this tractor. Everything is right at waist level. I don't have to bend over and hurt my back, and got all kinds of places to set tools. All right. It's pretty cool. They rotate rather than flip. Don't want to break this gasket. Gasket is intact. I have access to the rest of the head bolts. So this is the stem for one of the priming cups. Priming cup screws on top like this, top of the valve cover. This goes down into the through this hole in this pipe, which is in fact a pipe. You can see all the way through it. And this must dribble down into each of the two cylinders here, 4 and 3, and then the one on the right over here dribbles into 1 and 2. So make sure both of those are clear of obstruction, because we definitely want to be able to prime this thing when it comes time to starting it. These little trays up here, if you can see, they have a bit of felt right in here. A little bit of felt. So I forget where they are exactly. Somewhere in here on the top of the valve cover are these little guys where you can oil the valve train before you start the engine. Must be what that's for. I noticed this side is missing one. I'll have to do without that for now. And maybe I can order one. Anyhow, that makes sense. You dribble oil down into the felt here, and then the felt, there must be perforations in the metal, or otherwise the oil just runs down. Okay, there's a hole on this end, and there's a hole on this end, and there's probably 2 holes. Yep, there's a hole above each rocker arm. That's pretty cool. So I'm glad I got a visual on this, because now I know how much to oil it. You know, if I didn't have a visual on this, I'd probably just do a couple drops, but you can tell this really needs to be saturated enough for the oil to actually get to all 4 of those holes through the felt and everything else. So that's good to know. Let me check these head bolts before I do anything else. So I think while I have this off, I'm going to go ahead and add some oil to this felt right here. Nice and saturated. Go ahead and throw some oil everywhere while I'm at it. I do want to get this primer stem out so I can inspect it before I cinch everything back up. She's clear. Definitely glad I checked that though. I need all the help I can get when I go to try to start this thing. All right. Priming tubes are cinched down. Now I know we're going to be able to get this thing primed. So let's get this valve cover back on. I didn't see any sealant on the gasket or the valve cover, which is good. So this should just go right back on. Yeah. Close the lid. Reinstall the spark rod. Verified all the head bolts in here were tight. The gasket's in good condition. The valve train is in good visual condition, at least. Got those oiler felts all oiled up. Got the rocker arms oiled up, and the valve stems and the springs. And cleared out the passages for the priming cups. Making progress. So about 24 hours have passed now, and I've got the system refilled with water. They're absolutely dry, there's no leaks whatsoever. So fingers crossed, I'm going to call that repair fixed and move on.